Please revert back so that I can start. Hello. Am I audible to all of you? First of all, please let me know. So guys, first thing first, I have shared with you a link to your chat box. The thing is, कि if I ask you to share your work, if you present your work, you can directly upload that work in the same link. I may be reviewing your work, uh, whatever possible, simultaneously, and rest all we can share in the upcoming classes. So it's very important that you share your work, you upload your work on the provided. So everyone, please check first. You have got the link in the chat box. Comment. Guys, confirm. Then I can go ahead. Type your responses in the chat box first. Now you guys can unmute and let me know am I audible and clear, and you can also talk. Even Reshna Mayuri, can you please unmute and let me know? Please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. The thing is, I just wanted to know you guys can respond. Welcome to today's class. Is basically for everyone and anyone want to score in the part B, that is the sketching part or the design drawing aptitude part of the NID or any aptitude examination, where you are given a condition and sketching is used as a communication medium to express what is inside your mind for given situation. So, usually what we have is a part B section in the NID in UCEED and to some extent in the NIFT examinations where we have to, depict ourselves to sketches, right? So, I just wanted to know, are you aware of today's topic? What is the today's topic? Can you please let me know? Have anyone heard of technique, the past? What is cloud technique about? Or on a new thing, let me know. I know my voice is cracking, but now this is a technical limitation to do everything what is possible from my. Let me rejoin. I rejoin, then it will be better. In the meantime, you guys can let me know in the chat box. Have you ever heard of the? I think you guys have not heard it because it is a very, and this is something which I have done for the time. How can I come to know that even are you guys getting? I'm trying to say, or you are not getting what I'm trying to type, write in chat box. Okay. Is my voice better than before? Clear? Am I audible? Now, without wasting time, I would like to share my screen and start with the today's technique, which is about cloud sketching technique. I am sharing my screen with you. I think this screen is visible to all of you. So guys, welcome to today's class. As we begin, this is today's class is about the cloud sketching. As I may talked multiple times, title is making impossible possible. Why I am saying this is because my expectation is that anyone and everyone who is willing to, perform well in the examination and who are fearful of technique is for everyone who is in the same stage. Issue with my voice or what? Hello? Hello? Hello?
So you're speaking on mute.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you're audible. अभी
I
सर स्क्रीन विजिबल तो नहीं है.
is it visible now? screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am putting it in slideshow. Slideshow. Please, somebody let me know if it's visible. Still visible now? Clear? My screen is visible now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything is fine.
Okay, great. Because technology is something which is preventing me. Otherwise, I am trying to give my 100%. Now, guys, let us make it interactive. I will do my best. There may be technological limitations, but we'll get into what will we want to. So basically, what happens is when we see at the clouds, what happens that there is nothing actually there, but perceive or we connect with which is already in our knowledge. Like suppose you can see on this image, what you can see is something similar to an animal. Can somebody let me know what exactly is this animal depicts, or you can find some pattern or something? How many images can you find? Can you find a hidden dragon like form at the below? Yes, can you see it? Shreya, can you see it? Yeah, Amna, is it still there or not? Even if I'm talking and nobody responding, then I don't know the communication. It's similar to an elephant. Is there a resemblance which we are, but probably it may not be the real elephant. This technique takes its inspiration from the cloud. That is why it is called cloud technique. Cloud technique triggers the imagination. Here is the imperfection. Actually, clouds are like intermingled with each other. There is no clear line which makes or demarcates a figure. But still we are able to see something. Like as I have depicted in this image, we can see something similar to a horse-like figure. Here we are not aiming for something clear, but something tentative and imperfect, or the meanings out of imperfect. So actually this can my question would be here, can you sketch good? You can type in the comment box. Anyone who is fearful of the sketching, or anyone who is already at a good level of sketching, can type in the chat box and let me know. Is there anyone who is really fearful of the sketching part? Please type, I would be waiting. So previous class is going to be for two only. Amna, Vanya, are you comfortable with the sketching? Both of you, Aishwarya, Muskan. Can you guys unmute and speak? Type in the chat box. So, is there anyone who is not so good? Because some of you have written good. Yes. You can type mine is not good, and what art is that which you are fearful? Anyone? Art of the sketching is which you think is a daunting task or difficult to achieve task. Okay. And in that case, I may proceed. And today's class is for anyone and everyone who might not have a good sketching. So if you already know how to sketch good, it is a class where you can step up. You are someone who is fearful and you don't know how to begin with the idea which is already in my mind, but I don't know how to depict on that. So this today's class is aimed for anyone who is living with the same. So guys, what we are expecting is here your transformation journey from imperfection to perfection. And there is a chronology of the steps which you have to follow. So what we will try to learn today will be the concept of access and its significance. Please try to take a screenshot of it because one by one I will be talking to of this topics only. So first we will understand the significance of an axis. Axis is something an object is positioned. So suppose if we talk about the axis is a backbone. Secondly, we are aiming for imperfection in drawing. Somebody who thinks that I cannot draw properly or there is still a room to improve. We are going to learn how to convert imperfect to perfect. Third thing which we are knowingly or unknowingly, which we are going to observe is the ratio of the property. Because see, suppose when we are drawing a human figure or a product, it is very important that we try to maintain the ratio. And the lastly, from all the three things, our ultimate target is generating volume. And on this technique and many other techniques have been shared at our with our study material. Free for download. You can check out this link. Download our free study material, which is curated for all the TET exams. Free for you. Again, I am saying, please check out this link. I will be sharing this link in the chat box. Right. So this will be something the overview of the screen where you will find our study material. So please go and look at. So later I will be talking about the assignment, but switching my screen to sketching. Just give me a minute. Can you look at my screen? Is it visible to you? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Just keep on responding because if I have to deliver something, you guys have to talk. Otherwise, it's a one-way communication, doesn't make a sense. So I want to ask any one of you, how would you approach something like this? How would you make something like this? Which is visible on your screen. Your approach. Shreya, Amna, Manya, Ayush, I'm waiting for you. Okay. In this case, I consider either you don't know or are fearful of expressing, which is quite something which at this stage we should not be. So I will start. Suppose this is the image in front of us, and we have to develop. We have to develop something which is similar to this or exact replica of this we are trying. So how we will begin? So as I talk, begin with the axis part. So I will choose my pencil and I will always prefer fixity as a pencil. See, there are multiple. First thing first, I let you know. So suppose this is our pencil. This is our pencil, and this is our paper. In this case, when we are talking about the cloud technique, we will tilt the pencil to 30 degrees. Yani ki this pencil should be more from the side. Means I will be using this tip, not the tip, but the side part of my pencil. Because what I want to achieve is the imperfection. Imperfection means not something with the quality, but I am starting something which is more unclear as an idea, which is something already in my mind. And I am facing the difficulty. So let me begin with this thing. When I am talking about the axis, in axis you can see for this object, the object is aligned in a particular manner. This is aligned at this axis and this axis. They are intersecting at this. So if we try to sketch a similar thing on the right hand side, there will be an axis and we will try to make. This is clear to all of you. Now our next step would be those who are already adapt, who are also already good, जो अच्छे हैं already sketching में, they will make something and they will start generating the form. Our technique is today's technique is quite contrary to that, and we will be not be using the same technique, but I will show you what we will do. First of all, we make the axis, and we will start adding the details. Like making axis is very clear. Even if you are talking about a human, body is around uh, aligned around an axis. And if you are talking about animals, there is an axis. Any product, animal or somebody, they always are aligned. Body ऐसा नहीं होता that it is like amoeba, it flows freely. It is around an axis. This is the first concept. Then what I will do, I will choose a medium which is more or less a blunt medium. It's a very sharp medium. Here I am using a soft brush only. But what in your case you will do, you will tilt your pencil to 30 degrees. So you will not tip, but the sideways of the tip, side of the tip. So here if you see, I will be using, and I will never ever try to achieve the perfection here. My objective here will be more to remain as imperfect possible. But what I should maintain is the proportion, right proportion. Suppose if this is the part, I will start with the doodling, something like doodling. This is also a very crucial part of the creative thinking methods, which we learn, which we practice actually in most of the exams. So here, if you can see, I am trying to make something which is more similar to the cloud. It is not a perfect sketch. See this? I have developed something which is more cloud but not clear. But I am not. I am trying to keep myself as close to X as possible. So can you see something appearing out of like cloud? But it is still unclear what it is. Do one thing, add the concept of shadows or the depth to make it more lively. So, and before that, what we will do, we will choose a fine medium. So in this case, again, I go to the thing. I will choose my pencil, the cloud, and I will try to, because cloud will help as an assistant to you. You know, generate and understand the volume. And this thing, is one more thing, hesitate in, keeping your strokes very free. Don't hesitate. And if you, it is absolutely okay that if you start with something like this, because this is the actually the principle how we should something like. What I am trying to do here is to merge two volumes. I am not trying even to get any clarity. There are two ellipses. You can check out the ellipses here. And cloud also we will try to take something which is very much rough still along. Now over the time, what we will do, start finding this thing. So we will take the transparency. In your case, what you can do when you are making hard pencil, get एक impression, हल्का सा एक impression आना चाहिए. शार्प आने से प्रॉब्लम क्या है? I have a digital medium and I have to share the digital medium. But in your case, it will be more pen and paper. And if you, I would prefer that some of you side by side with me, please try to figure out, please try to sketch something which is tentative, rough, exactly clear. So something like this I have achieved. This was one. Now I will go to another image, probably something like this. So I want to know how you guys will now start with it. Anya, how will you start sketching with it? Can you please try with the technique which I have already shared? This point, Anya, are you there? Audible? Ajiv, Vanya, very interesting to have one side communication and teaching myself only, sharing my ideas with me only. So I would prefer that if somebody talks, I have something like this in front of me, and I don't know how to maintain exact proportion. How to say. So I will try to choose my pencil. First thing first, I will go with the axis. Okay. Now I will choose my axis. I see there are two, three elements here. First thing first, I will choose my axis. I will see how many elements are there. When I am saying elements, I am talking about something like figure, which is already here, and something like this, which is at the bottom. Let me mark it down with a different. दिख रहा है एक spherical और एक नीचे. These are the two elements, and I am talking about elements. It is an sphere. Don't try to achieve the perfection. Number request is don't try to achieve the perfection. Start with the axis. Axis is very crucial. Why it is crucial? Because see, there's a partition. There's sorry, not partition, but I would say some expansion of the word. That is a critical line. There is some expansion, and which is useful for us when we are doing the cloud text. In this, I will again tilt my pencil, and now I will start with making something. See, I'm not trying to achieve any perfection. It is still unclear. This is an introductory exercise. Over the time, when you will be more refinement, what you will see that we will more clear, more precise. But since this is very introductory level, is we just try to manipulate or adapt with the ratio. When I'm talking about the ratio is, just let me know. Suppose if this is a thing I have to make. And if I make it, I make head too big and body too short. Is it looking right? It is looking more like a different object, but not the same object because we are not able to maintain the ratio. In this line, this line, there is a significant difference. But in our case, talking about this one, this distance and this distance. But in R, this is comparatively smaller. This is where we are losing our proportion, understanding of proportion. That is why I'm saying when you are trying to achieve it with the cloud, first thing is that you have to develop an understanding proportions. एक्सेस पहले एक्सेस बनाया एक हमने टेंटेटिव एक पार्टीशन किया एंड वी विल ट्राई टू डेवलप इट पेंसिल को टिल्ट किया स्टिल आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू अचीव वेरी क्लियर थिंग पेंसिल को तिरछा करके 30 डिग्री पे ही ड्रॉ करना नो proportion when I mean it not only means in the vertical but also in the horizontal manner ये वाला proportion this width this is also important what I can see here is width is still missing अच्छा वॉल्यूम तो मैंने ऐड किया है now I will try to fill it out still if you can see this head is out of proportion this is not right it should be much more bigger I will try to overlap and see I'm not going to make a new sketch I'm going to hover my pencil around the same sketch till I develop a justification of a right see, my pencil is not fine it is very blunt now I will start refining the form ये मेरा मोटा मोटा एक फॉर्म बन गया नाउ आई विल स्टार्ट करेक्टिंग कि कहाँ पे ये सही है कहाँ पे सही नहीं नाउ आई विल स्टार्ट मेकिंग द लिटिल बिट ऑफ क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ये मोटा मोटा मेरा एक फॉर्म निकल के आ गया दिस इज राइट स्टिल आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू मेक इट 100% करेक्ट still I am going to tentatively over but this time my pencil was hovering from the tip side यही मैं पेंसिल थी something here. I will not mark, but I will not say that it is done, it is complete, but at least we have started developing our volume. It is not very refined, it is still tentative, but at least something has started to happen. So why this exercise becomes crucial is because this is a baby step towards those for those who are almost fearful how to begin this. So this is the thing where you should start. Now let me take it more fundamental. I have tried to show you कि कैसे एक object के around. Now let us understand about geometric volumes or shapes which are very significant. So we will start with the very fundamental shapes which are yes, the sphere. This is fine pencil. But in a cloud technique, it should come something like you see the difference. ये देखो होता क्या है ना कि क्लाउड टेक्निक में व्हाट वी मेक एक्चुअली इज टेंटेटिव बट दुनिया में जब भी कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हम सामने देखते हैं उसमें कोई लाइन क्लियर होती नहीं लाइन ड्रॉ sketching on a pic. Otherwise, whatever you see an object around you, a earpod, a earphone, mouse, or anything, it don't have a line. It's just a visual understanding of our eye that something is there. But understanding over the lines as a medium. So here, if you can see, a sphere is there. So what you guys have to do is actually start, balancing your hand. Your hand, the pencil should be held this way. It cannot like this. It cannot come proper. Sphere is done. Now I will start. If I add a shadow part, इसमें इसमें शेडो जब तक ऐड नहीं होती तो ये क्या है ये मोर और लेस 2D दिख रहा है यानी कि ये सब सर्किल बट वंस वी ऐड अ शेडो टू दिस becomes more 3D. Can you guys know what is this line called? What is this line called? Somebody know how this circle somehow suddenly turns out to be a sphere? कोई बता सकता है किसी को आइडिया line is called? Hey guys, if you are still here, I am believing that you are listening to me. And if you type and write it in the chat box, it will be encouraging for me to use my knowledge. So can somebody let me know what this is? I'm talking about this thing, which I am marking in red. For your information, I am just letting you know this is called contour line. So contour line is something which immediately transforms shape into 3D. Similarly, we will look for another example to be cylinder. Again, are using our cloud technique only. Start just try to make as rough possible. Aim for perfection. And start looking at a volume here. See, I think now you guys will know why it is called cloud tech. इसमें देखो clarity नहीं है. Just like a dark pencil. This is very helpful developing an understanding of the ratio and the something which started very, very distorted, so clear, has now turned out something without thinking too much about the quality. So one question is how do people get here? Suppose this is something which follows up. Only what we have to do is now one more. How will I come to know? Is there any idea it is depicting that this body is curved or should I come to? The answer is contour line. So my question is this curved or flat? Contour lines are more like a mesh. If I make something like this, immediately your eyes will not be able to absorb because here it's a curved pipe and here it's a pit, which is quite, I would say, contradictory to each other. Curved profile. If I make it immediately, this object starts to be curved. One more thing I will try. Now I will be trying to just make this sound front of me. How will I make this sound? But I do when this is a very complex volume or geometry. I will start with view of how it first to me. Again, I will be using the curve technique, cloud technique, but before that, I will make a axis. So, axis is the base, axis is enclosed in this axis. So, base axis is so the meeting somewhere because the mouse file is. Now I don't know how to sketch it. Again, I will using the same technique. How it is visible to me in front of me. The angle that I am drawing may be different. The angle you may be looking at another object. if I start making it. There is no clear line. Now this ending of the form emerging. Can you see this happening? And I'm not very, careful while sketching. What is in front of me? How can I get to a tilted curve? That's all. That's all. That's the beauty of this technique. Probably I can also, share sometime people engaged or when we have more queries. Our link. Now I will start. Tentative funding has already been scheduled. So the thing I am adding to make it more look like a mouse or else or people may know it as a quality, but the purpose of more darkness. Our shadow. The beauty and careless, alertness, and something out nowhere. मतलब there is no clear line that makes it a mouse or something else. Trying to keep my voice as clear possible. So guys, any doubt or any question at this point? कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बताना है, कुछ शेयर करना है? No questions? Okay. Okay. One more thing I would like to take something similar like this. Earplugs.
Sir, sir,
I can hear you. You can type in chat box.
sir,
Again, देखो, I am starting with the access वाला part. Some accesses are there. Aishwarya, are you typing in the chat box? If not, then you can ask me here also. Please, the please example the sketch of a mouse. मतलब didn't get what are you? Aishwarya, you can ask me. You can unmute and ask me. Aishwarya, you got my message? Think you want me to the mouse example? Is this what you are trying to say?
Explain once more.
Type it in the chat box what you are trying to say. This is how I developed my mouse out of nowhere. So the thing was basically I'm revising. I have started, hovering my pencil because mouse ऐसा तो नहीं दिखने वाला है ये स्क्वायर शेप में तो नहीं दिखने वाला है साउंड समथिंग राउंड so I started hovering my pencil and I started adding the detail the side if something like mouse started appearing shadow but if it is something like this it may immediately become more boxy. This may not look like a mouse. Oh, is it what you are trying to do? Something else, Victoria? On my headphones. Is it better that you are able to hear me? So one last thing which I will take is headphones. Again, see these headphones are more circular. It's not square. Significant difference. Okay. audible? I'm writing the steps in case you are not able to follow me, voice or something. I will be using all these four steps to make something which is more, more oval shape. Using my pencil, for one step, start with the axis. So box-like structure has come initially. Again, I am using the pencil as a tilted manner. Tentatively, a volume has started coming. Now, step number two, sorry, tilting हो गया. Step number three, start adding details. Very free form at this point. Then further, we can add a shadow. This step number, shadow. This is how we have tried to develop tentative volume of this thing. Further, we can refine it if we think and again retry this, get more tentative. But the initiative of this technique is create, tentative volume, not a very refined. So this is it. All right, guys. So if you have query, please do let me know. Talking in English only mostly, Aishwarya. Muskan, axis, if you want to know, see axis how we define. See, this object is around x-axis and y-axis and a z-axis. So let me make it once again for you as it comes in the chat box. So देखो, if this is placed something on paper like this, what you can see, this is x. how on the ground it will appear, how on the ground it will look like. Because now you have an access, you can draw some parallel lines, you can make a box out of it. Once you have a box, you can develop any form inside. I will try to hover my hand. See? Did I answer those who were asking for the access? Muskan, did you get it? Please unmute and say yes or no. See, don't worry. What we will do over the time, we will be coming back to the same practice exercise again and again. If you feel that you are not getting and you really want to learn, I may also share some screen recordings or something which may be helpful to all of you. So this was all from my side, and I think I have tried to please initiate the basic sketching level. So is there anything if you want to ask, let me know. Otherwise, we can come back to the session. And now what I want you guys is to do an assignment where, can you see my this screen? Or is it still the iPad one? What I want you is that you look the 10 objects around you, whatever 10 objects around you, and try to sketch the same using the cloud technique. So step number one, don't forget to make the axis. Step number two, start adding volume to the axis by tilting the axis without worrying, only trying to maintain the proportions. Step number three, add the details. Step number four, the shadow. That's all you have to do. All the 10 objects, whatever you choose. You can share your sketches to me on the drive link, which is already shared on the chat box. So hope you enjoyed the class, and that's all from my side. If further you have anything to ask, please do let me know, or you can discuss. Anything?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, please.
Sir, where do we send the homework again?
I have shared a link in the chat box.
Sir, I can't find it. Could you send it again?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Just give me a minute. I am sharing with you. How was it? Like, did you get something? How I am trying to develop?
Yes.
So I will be sharing many more techniques. Only the thing is, what I want is participation. So if you guys participate, I have a chance where I can answer your most of the queries. I am going to share with you the link. Just give me a minute. Have you tried ever sketching this way? What today we have done? Aishwarya or somebody, can you please let me know?
Sir, I tried just now. I tried to copy.
So effective it was?
Sir?
How effective it was?
Oh, it was. Yes, I could do it very easily.
Right. So we have also shared some links where you can download the free preparation or ebook materials. Please refer to those links. So no worries, if somebody has missed today, we will repeat once more in our future classes. But now I will add on to more advanced exercises where you may develop anything out of the cloud. It can be a human, it can be an animal, it can be an object. Right? So you got the link? You got the link? Okay, great. So I'm leaving the meeting. Wishing you all the very best. and see you on the Tuesday, next coming Tuesday.